Hi everyone, so welcome back. I'm super excited about today's video because I picked up these 3 trees, starter trees I guess. I don't know how old they are, but 3 trees today from the garden store. This one's called Thornless Loganberry. It's a raspberry tree, and what's cool about this one is it doesn't have any spikes or thorns or whatever you want to call them. I picked up this one, Loch Ness. It's a blackberry tree, bush. I don't know if they're bushes or trees. And I picked up this one. It's Northland blueberries. I picked them all up. When I was choosing them, I actually was looking specifically for some that had like green on them already, green leaves, sprouts on them. This one has a little bit of dried leaves. But I was looking specifically for those because I thought they would be the oldest. I'm not sure though. This one actually has some white stuff here, which is suspicious. But anyways, so I'm super excited about planting these. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take them out of those containers. They're quite small, and put them into these fabric pots. When the plants are in the pots, the roots actually do very well because there's a lot of air that can go through the fabric. So the roots don't like crunch up at the bottom and cause the plant to, be unhealthy and small. I think it's super cool to try them out. And plus they are easy to move. They have handles. So I think it's really cool, and they're black. So yeah, it's gonna make sure like no fungus grows in the wet soil and stuff. But I don't know, it's super cool. I'm gonna put them next to my potato sacks, potato bags that I made in the last video. So that's what we're gonna do today. Blueberries do very well in pots. They do need acidic soil though. I'm not sure how to tell if my soil is acidic since I don't have like pH strips or a pH tester or anything. So I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna start by filling up this bag. One thing that I am excited about though is that I'm using coconut peat or cocoa peat, or I don't know. There's so many words for it. I don't even know if they're all the same thing, but the bag says cocoa substrate, so that's what I'm using, I guess. Cocoa substrate. I'm just gonna fill this up. And I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna do some of this. Oops, dropping some stuff. And some of this one, potting soil. So another thing I read, and I read this from the Gardener Almanac, I think that's what it's called, is that blueberry trees or blueberry bushes, you're not supposed to eat off of them for the first 2 years. But like I said, I don't know how many years this one is. Like, it doesn't say. Oopskerra. I'm not sure. Oopskerra. Maybe it was clipped in July, or clip it, or maybe we have to clip it in July. I'm not sure. I have to ask what that means or look it up. This here. Well, I'll have to clip that off after. Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere, but it does say, it has like a diagram here. I'll show you. It has a diagram here at the bottom. So I'm guessing it means like prune it in February, March, and then you can eat it in July. So that's the plan then. So right now it's April, so we're a bit behind, but I'm guessing that's why it's starting to grow, because it looks like it's a clipping, like if somebody, it looks like if it was clipped and you just planted here like a stem. So maybe it's starting to grow now, I don't know, but hopefully by July I'll be ready to munch off of. Oh yeah, but the reason why you're not supposed to munch off of it for the first 2 years is because it's supposed to like take the time to get used to where it's living, the new soil, the new plant and everything. But I don't want to say I'm greedy, but I do think, like, you know, this is all an experiment, as I mentioned before. I don't know if these plants are even gonna live until the winter, like through the winter. So it's just something to try, I guess. If it makes it through till next year, maybe then I won't take from it. I won't eat from it. So that's the plan. And I'm gonna make a hole now so I can transplant the blueberry tree. What is this? I don't know what that was. Okay, blueberry tree in here. So yeah, it's just here in the center. And now I'm going to push the soil around it and fill it up with more soil. So another tip I was reading online is that when you're growing berries, you know, you're supposed to trim them or prune them only once. But in the first few years, like with the blueberries, as I mentioned before, if you're not supposed to eat off of them for the first 2 years. So every time they flower, you're actually supposed to clip off the flower so that the berry doesn't grow. I did that actually before with the chili plant that I put in my greenhouse. I don't know if you remember that, but I took off that one dried chili that was on it. At that time though, I did that because, you know, I wasn't sure if the plant's gonna make it here in the greenhouse. It's so chilly. Chili, it's chilly for the chili. Since it's so chilly, I wanted the plant to concentrate mostly on growing, you know, stronger leaves and deeper roots for its new pot. Okay, but that's finished. Blueberry plant. Don't know if it's a bush or a tree with a trellis, which is super cool. I do want to eventually, you know, once it starts growing and everything, change this trellis and make it a taller one, because I do believe that this plant's gonna grow even bigger. So that's the first one. Now we can do the raspberry. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So you can see here a lot of roots, and they're all along the sides here. They didn't have enough space to grow, you know. The good thing is it's not all white here on the bottom, so that does mean that it doesn't have, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like when all the roots get smushed here on the bottom, it's not good for the plant. So it's still healthy. But yeah, it's gonna do very well in this bigger pot now. So I'm just gonna pop it in right in the center. And now I'm just gonna put it aside, and then I'm gonna come back and water all three of them once they're ready. And this is the blackberry. Came with a little thing. The raspberry one didn't come with that though, unfortunately. But anyways, going to tip it over like I did the other one. Try to put my finger here to sort of block it if it falls out. There it goes. Okay, it's coming. Ah! Oh no. Okay, the soil is so wet, it's like falling apart. Okay. So the trellis fell off. Anyways, we have the plant here. It has some strange, like, little green balls. Do you see those? I don't know what those are. I don't know. They might be like insect bugs or eggs or something. Or maybe it's like some kind of perlite. I don't know. But anyways, we have this. No? And I see another bug there. Okay, I'm just gonna put this directly in here. Into the soil. I hope that bug's a good bug. So I did want to mention that this blackberry plant is not the clippings that I received from my mother-in-law. This is a new blackberry plant that I bought from the garden store. So just want to make that clear. I'm still hoping that the cuttings live, but I don't know if they will, but I'm hoping. Since I came to the laundry room to fill up the, garden pail, I thought I should show you. The green beans are doing so well. So out of the 12, out of the 12 beans, 10 of them grew. These ones, I don't know what happened. I see the bean in there. It didn't grow. This one I don't see the bean in. It didn't grow. But yeah, so they're doing super well. This one already has its first 2 leaves. These ones too. Once they all do, once this one needs a little bit more time. Once they all have their first, oh damn it. They need some water. They're so dry. That's probably what's slowing them down. But anyways, now that I just watered them. Okay, hopefully in a couple days, these will be ready to take outside and put into the vertical garden. I've been expecting them to be ready already, but because my lack of watering, I guess that's why they're not growing. Now let's water this. But that's pretty much it for today. So, catch you tomorrow.